Looks like lasagna. Cover that shit up. Man, I'm gonna lose it.
Welcome back
to Remembering the Razzies.
Oh yeah.
You forgot the Razzies, but now we gotta remember them.
Olive, we're recording.
Can you stop?
Oh Lord, what did we watch this week, Jacob?
We watched Striptease.
We did? I
so.
blacked out for the past 2 hours.
Oh God, dude, your brain's getting really bad.
Oh no. Wow.
Wow.
That's what I have to say is wow.
Yeah.
I'm still processing. How would you describe this?
Female in custody battle commits crimes to get her kid back.
Government involved.
Government involved? Question mark? Why?
Yeah, it's a weird movie. It's everywhere. We say that about a lot of movies that we've seen, but this one is everywhere.
Yeah, this is like I kept comparing it to a Coen brother movie, but in a bad way. Like it takes the complex, like multiple storylines arc, and they do connect at the end, but like they do it really poorly.
The main thing is the two stories. Demi Moore's character with the custody battle with her husband, and then there's the secondary plot of the senator who just was caught at a strip club, and he doesn't want to be known to be caught at a strip club.
Right.
He's a very conservative senator. He preaches at a Christian banquet in the middle of the movie, so that he's like the family values Florida senator.
Right. And so he gets his cronies to just murder a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And she not even directly gets caught up in that, but she gets caught up in it.
When he visits the strip club at the beginning of the movie, he falls in love with her. So that's how their plot lines get intertwined.
Right.
Even though they were already intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot.
It's a ride.
It takes a lot of tangents in this movie where they seem like they're going to do something with it, and then they don't. Most notably, the cream corn pit. They at some point bring up that they're going to get a cream corn pit for the strippers to wrestle in. Normally I'd be like, oh, it's just like a one-off bit, that'd be funny, but like in the scene where they're talking about it, they spend like 2 full minutes talking about it, to the point where it seems like it's going to be important to some degree, and it's not.
Yeah. The same with Ving Rhames' yogurt subplot.
Yeah, that didn't go anywhere.
That is it's not even resolved. It's like just paid off as a joke 2 minutes after it starts. I don't know. This movie is like mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. I think I enjoyed the experience overall.
Yeah.
But
I think I only enjoyed it because I watched it with you. If I watched this by myself,
yeah,
I would have not liked
it'd be
this.
frustrating. I think there's a lot of funny moments in this.
And it's weird because it starts off as like not serious comedy, but like actual jokes.
Yeah.
And it ends, the whole last 10 minutes ends like a slapstick Disney movie.
Like, I literally turned to Tristan and I'm like, this is like a cartoon ending.
Like, the bad guys get caught in a pile of sugar, and it looks like a Scooby-Doo thing.
Yeah,
where
like
their
they're
heads
all
are sticking out.
they're all just
like,
caught at the head.
I almost got away with it. If it
They-
weren't for you meddling strippers and you stupid kid.
They literally like do a one-liner where like the guy is saying, hey, I asked for no sugar, and then
I don't know what to say about this movie other than the fact that it's mind-boggling. The places that it takes and the way that it ends. Just...
Overall, I would say I enjoyed watching it with my buddy.
I did too.
Though, I think we should compare it a little bit to Showgirls.
Yeah.
Because it's meant to distance itself from Showgirls.
Showgirls came out, the year before this, and Showgirls performed so badly that the producers of Striptease were like, I don't want to be involved with this.
Right.
So let's cast one of the actresses from Showgirls in this movie.
Yeah, which is an odd choice. I would definitely say it is very much not like Showgirls.
It is not.
Showgirls felt like an art piece.
Yeah.
Whereas this seemed a lot more like just a commercial film.
It's just a 90s comedy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they both just happen to be surrounded by stripping.
Right, which...
Or dancing.
Dancer, fat ass. Dancer, she's a dancer!
You can't take stripping out of this movie for sure, but like...
Yeah.
Striptease was less about stripping.
They both have decent length, like, performance scenes.
Right.
Whereas when it's in Showgirls, it makes sense narratively because you're watching the character become a dancer and move
Right.
up in the ranks. This movie, some of the stripping scenes go on and there's no point to it.
That's true. Yeah.
The scene with the girl, I'm just gonna call her Penny because that was her name in
Sure.
Showgirls. She has one stripping scene in this, and it's so unnecessary and takes place like right before the
climax, yeah.
happens. It's like you just wanted to have more tits in this movie.
That's true, yeah. I'm glad that they didn't try to go for an NC-17 in this because
Yeah.
I don't think it would have serviced the
No.
movie at all to have more graphic nudity. Like, if anything, this movie had too much nudity and, like, not enough everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
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 Yeah. You know,
What did it win?
this movie was nominated for 7 Razzies, won 6. It won Worst Song, Worst Screen Couple, Worst Actress, Screenplay, Director, Picture. You want to start with Worst Song? Because I don't remember the song Pussy, Pussy, Pussy. Oh, wait, yes, I
remember
do!
the song Pussy, Pussy, Pussy.
Is this your cat? Look at this cat.
Hey, everyone! You want to see the movie Cats 25 years early? I
wonder
can't
what it
believe
was.
they wrote a song for that.
I thought it was just a song that they chose. but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
That's so funny.
And then, so how about
yeah.
Worst Screen Couple?
That was for Burt Reynolds and
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
If I do come back tomorrow, then can we talk more about my case?
You can talk about anything you want, as long as you're naked.
We'll see.
They were funny.
They
I blame it all on Burt Reynolds. It was funny enough that anytime that they were together, I was like, okay.
yeah. Any scene with Burt Reynolds was a treat. Not necessarily because he was like good acting, but like he was just funny. He was
Yeah.
a funny character. I mean,
It's
fuck that award.
I'm gonna say
but-
it's bullshit for now until we
Yeah.
get to like Jack and Jill, and then
Sure.
I'll bring it up and be like, oh, that is funny.
Yeah, that sucked.
Worst supporting actor Burt Reynolds was nominated. He didn't win, which is fine because he was good. I'm just glad that Ving Rhames wasn't nominated because holy shit, we didn't talk about him at all.
Bing Rhymes is great.
Ving Rhames' character in this is probably the best character that I've seen in this 15, 16
Yeah, the
episode
Razzies,
series. Yeah. He's so funny. Every line he says made me laugh.
We thought that about Butterfinger too,
Yeah.
where like Butterfinger is the character who like hits every time. I think we specifically like Butterfinger because that's in our humor. I think him in this movie is very good. Like I think anyone would laugh
Anyone
at
would
what he's
find it
doing in
funny.
this.
Yeah.
I've been had a hard on since I started running this place. Closest I got was SeaWorld. Porpoise got me hot.
What the fuck you telling me that for?
Worst actress Demi Moore. I didn't think she did terribly.
No, I think she was just like campy 90s acting.
She's just Demi Moore, you know? Who was she nominated against? No movies that I've seen, so I can't really say, but I think Demi Moore did fine.
No, I think yeah, she was fine.
And then worst screenplay and worst director both went to Andrew Bergman. I'd give him screenplay.
Yeah, I'd give him screenplay for sure. Like we said, the screenplay is just needlessly complicated and
Yeah.
not good enough to support such a complicated plot. In terms of directing, it wasn't awful directing.
It's another, and this is the problem that I've had in the 90s so far. It's just another 90s movie
Yeah,
that I'll
it's-
watch and forget about.
Yeah, it's forgettable. Like beyond the comedy, there was nothing like standing out of like, oh, that was a great performance by this character.
Yeah.
So
I think the direction to everybody, like, to how the people were supposed to be acting was fine. I think that, like, cinematography was fine. The editing was fine. It was just a...
yeah, everything made sense for what it was. Like it was just a 90s movie.
Yeah. And then let's get to Worst Picture.
What was it nominated? Oh my god. What was it nominated against?
This was nominated against The Stupids, The Island of Mr. Moreau, Ed, and Barbed Wire. And I really want to watch Ed. It's Joey from Friends and a monkey.
That sounds so funny. That's a superhero film starring Pamela Anderson. You can't tell me that is not worse. Those sound like
I'm just going to go on a
bad
limb
movies.
by the Wikipedia description in the poster.
Yeah,
I feel like Joey from Friends and a Monkey should have been worse than Striptease.
I agree. That actually sounds so bad. I really want to watch.
So yeah, Striptease is a movie.
It's not the worst.
Not the worst. It's not the best. It's a movie that is just a movie.
It exists, and they had to pick a winner.
Anyway, do you want to rank this?
Yeah, let's rank it.
Sweet. For best made, Man, the 90s stink.
Yeah, I would put it under Shining Through, because Shining Through at least had like a couple interesting cinematography things throughout.
Mm-hmm.
This seemed pretty standard. There was one weird edit.
Just like the weird...
Yeah, the equals 3.
Yeah.
Beyond that, like, we never noticed anything good or bad about this.
I'm gonna take it a step further and put it under Indecent Proposal, because I think Indecent Proposal at least had some stylistic choices.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Whereas this movie, it was just flat.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I just remembered, like, at least Indecent Proposal had the casino scene.
Yeah,
where, like, that was good.
I'd tie this with Hudson Hawk, but I think this might be a step above Hudson Hawk, because Hudson Hawk promised us cartoon slapstick and gave us none of it, where this movie gave us a cartoon ending. So.
Yeah, okay. I'm totally fine with that.
All right, and then most entertaining. This is not as good as Ford Fairlane.
No, it's not. Ford Fairlane I would watch anytime with anyone.
I think I'd even, like, Showgirls is more serious, but I think I'd prefer to watch that again over this one.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Like, this one I was okay with walking away from the movie for a second because I wasn't as interested in it, whereas Showgirls, like, I wanted to be watching it constantly.
Like, Showgirls I could watch by myself. I wish I didn't say that.
Triston.
Showgirls is a movie that the story is compelling enough to watch alone, whereas Striptease, if I watched this by myself, I would not be happy with my choice.
Yeah, I think like I enjoyed watching this, but because it was with my homie.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Okay. What are we looking at next week? Oh my god.
Next week we are going to be watching the 3-hour post-apocalyptic epic, The Postman, starring Kevin Costner.
That sounds like shit. We're so excited.
We only have 3 90s movies left.
Alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.